Hello, Tracy here. Welcome back to my channel. How are you all? With the countdown is definitely on now, not long to go. So we've got clusters today, quick, easy clusters, and then when we come back next time, we're going to make something with these clusters. So this is basically how I do my easy clusters. Anyone that has watched me before knows my mantra is don't think. If you think, you're going to be there forever. Let's put him to the side. So what I've got is, I know a lot of people have got these project life cards. I basically cut it in half and rounded the corners. So that's basically 2 inches by 3 inches. That's how big it is. So I've cut it down, and what I want to do is just quickly ink around the outside. Because these are from a magazine or an ephemera book, they're just paper. I needed something that was going to be good for these fairies to sit on. So let's just do a couple at a time. So we've got our focal points done. So let's do, say, I picked out all the small sort of ones to use. I've already inked that one. So do we want to use her? Why not? Just getting rid of any white edges. And we've got another one there. Just move her up. Let's do half a dozen. Move her up there. Put her there. And because these clusters are really, really easy once you get into the swing of things. What else have we got? Another 2. Yeah, why not? Let's do the spotty one. And of course, as always, I will just carry on. Maybe, oh, let's do that one. Okay, so I'm going to put that up the top. Now, oh, that just all fell down on me. Thinking maybe her or her. Doesn't matter if they stick out, because what we're going to use them for, they'll be fine. So we've got one there. What else have we got? Oh, he's cool and he's very big. Maybe I think I'm going to put him there, since that background is pretty just solid. I don't want to use her now. What else have we got here? He's cool, but I don't want to use him. What about her? Yeah. Let's use her. And then I just need one more. How about another sitting one? Yeah, she'll do. Although, let me just have a... She's cool. Her eating the biscuit, or her? I think her, actually. So as soon as we've glued these on, let's just move that out of the way. Then we can start making our clusters. Not sure where I'll be when this video goes live. Either could be actually still in Cambodia, maybe, or maybe sailing across into Vietnam. Either way, the end of the trip is coming to an end. Do like that. He's super cool, isn't he? So for those that haven't made clusters before and are wondering what on earth they are, basically these clusters can be added to pockets, they can be added to belly bands, just about anything to decorate. They can even just go on a page, to be fair, just how they are once they've been made up into a cluster. I've got a cluster book where I'll sit there and make a bunch of clusters, whether it be butterflies, birds, flowers, but I will sit there and do a whole lot of clusters up without a focal point, and then when I decide if I want one, I will just go to my pre-made clusters and find a colour that suits the journal I'm making. Oh, dogs are barking. They went for a walk today when I'm filming this, so they should be tired and not barking. I'm excited because it's October when I am filming, and I've got one more to film after this, and then I can rest easy and know that I've got some videos coming out. So yeah, makes me happy. Right, now my next thing that I normally do is, say I want, let's find a base that's okay. Let's do this. Actually want to chop that down, and then what we're going to do is just build up from that. So I'm looking at her, and I think I want a bit of red in there. Actually, that will be kind of cool. I don't want it too big. The cluster I'm talking about, definitely don't want it too big, because I don't want that. Just because I know what the end is going to be. Right, so I quite like that. Quick, easy. And that, just need to straighten it up. Now all I do is grab my stapler, and that helps hold it all together. You don't have to have a Tim Holtz stapler, and I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller. I don't want all of that hanging over. And then what I want to do is, I've got all of these and I want to use them. So we'll use one on this one and perhaps one on the next one, and we're going to glue that down. And that is how easy my clusters are. So we're going to go ahead and make these 6, and then we're going to come back and we're going to use the clusters. There. Cool. And we'll just go like that. And what I'm going to do is just turn that over because I want to wipe that glue off. And I actually want to squish, maybe I'll do it with this, I want to squish those staples down. I don't want them sticking up. There, it's another cluster. Let's just, yeah, I didn't do that one, so we will squish that down. So there's 2 so far. Let's carry on. Maybe this one will be slightly bigger. Just gonna tidy that up a bit. And I think we want that like that. It's too similar. And yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it like that. So 3 pieces for this one, plus we will add this in there. Make sure everything's straight. Didn't catch it. That's okay because it's going to be hidden. So we can add as much staples as we want. And then, yeah. So what I'm going to do is do something slightly different and glue this down and then trim. Get that off. Squish those down. Now I'm going to trim this about there. I'm going to trim this about there. And I kind of like that how it is. No, I'm not going to leave it how it is because there. Put that over the side. Get rid of that. Keep it. Moving on. Do we have any that need? Yeah, let's just get rid of that edge and maybe like that. Now she can go like that. Yep, and I actually want a strip of green in there. So maybe like that. We need now I've just taken that all out of alignment. And there you are. And let's put that there. And So you can see I don't actually really think about it that much. I just get the job done. And then she's going to go there. And then we'll tidy it up. She's cute. Super cute. And I think I'm just going to leave that like that. There's one other thing that I need to add to all of those, but I've got, what, 3 more left. Actually, let's do it now while I remember. So I've also got these from Junk Journal Studio. So I just want to add these to it. Let's get the white edges done. I'm not going to worry about really seeing what suits. I'm just going to slap it down. So it just adds another element there. And then we've got this one. Let's go for that. Up there. Just add something to it, which is great. So I'm pretty sure, what is the time? It is 17 past, so we can definitely get those other 3 done. Which goes to show how quick and easy these are to actually make. And then, yeah, come back, join me for the last, I think the last video will air live on the 24th. And yeah, that will be it for me. I'll take a break. Well, I might take a break. We'll just sit. I think the jet lag is actually going to get me. Just quietly. Let's use this piece. And I actually want to use let's use that whole thing. And then we're going to glue that. And we're going to glue this whole thing down. Maybe to the edge, like that. And that leaves 2 more. That one, and let's add, should we add that number? Yeah, why not? I don't even know what this kit is called for these labels, sorry, if anyone decides to ask. I do not know. So we've got 2 left. I feel like she needs, I'm going to chop that first. She definitely needs straightening. Gee, that's the wrong way, and I think that that's going to get let's do it the other way maybe. Another one of those. No, it's not going to work. How big is that? So now this is what I mean about don't think, because now I'm dilly-dallying around, and yeah, that's better. And there's no need to. Like literally there is no need to muck around like this. It's like now I'm hunting for something that I really don't know what I want. And it just takes up time. Seriously, it takes time. That, you know, we don't really want to muck around doing this and spending all this time just on one. So I don't mind that. And I think it's not long enough, so let's not go there. But what about something like that? Tartan. Put that up there. That down there. As long as they're not all sort of even Stevens. And then let's do it that side for once. Yeah. Push it down. And let's give that a good like that. Maybe trim that off a tad. And we can trim more off when we actually get around to doing the project I'm thinking of. It's quite a big one. I don't want a big one. Maybe the next size down, or do we just go for a blank one? I'm just going to glue that down so it holds down. There. Cool. There's another one. And then last, let's do this fella. Yep, I quite like this. So I'm just going to trim that down and run it down. We don't want dots, that I can tell you. Don't want blue, but it'd be quite nice to have a bit of, what about a bit of writing? Oh, or green, that's nice. Yep, I like that. And then maybe a splash of red in there. Yep, let's do that, because I want to hide those flowers on this bit, and we want to go like that. And then what do you want behind you? Yeah, let's just put that there too. Like that. It's sticking out, and we have done quite a few. I just want to trim that and trim that, and then let's go for, I've got another blank green one there, free admission. Let's tuck that in behind. Not sure where he's getting free admission into, but come on, you want to go down there. There we are. Cool. So let's get all this out of the way, and let's have a look at what we have made. It feels like quite a handful. So here we go, real easy clusters, and we are 2 minutes away from basically half an hour. And here, let's move that along, move that up, move all that along, so we can fit them all in, and you can see just how quick and easy they are, and how much we got done in just a short time. And him. So there you have it. Half an hour, just short of half an hour, and we've got 7 done. Or I might as well say 6, because I had one to show you. I'd already done it. So there's some real quick, easy Christmas clusters. I do hope you'll join me for the next video where we're going to use these clusters. Right, until next time, bye for now.